Gemini, May of 2022. For spiritual, you have King of Cups. For intellectual, we have the Magician. For physical, we have the 10 of Wands. For social, you have the 9 of Wands. And for emotional, you have the Chariot. Earth message. Earth. Cut. Earth wisdom message for Gemini, May of 2022. Responsibility. Divine animal message for Gemini, May of 2022. Chameleon. Gemini, May of 2022. Change. Alright, Gemini, King of Cups. Spiritually, you're having a creative, overflowing spiritual abundance, calming, soothing, relaxing, peaceful. Or you're having the opposite. You're possibly overindulging in your emotions, potentially leading you down into destructive behaviors or neglecting yourself due to the emotions that are coming up with the Chariot here, maybe. But spiritually also as well, you're like questioning not having any spiritual connections or having a hard time with that. So it's either very abundant or very lacking in spiritual connection. Alright, Gemini, the Magician. This is creative direction. You're know what you're going after intellectually, thinking about it, having the good spiritual connection, creativity. You're like, this is what needs to be done. I've got it. Here we go. Or is the lacking of figuring it out? Things don't go as planned. Things are not connecting. Or it's not working. Or some stagnant or potentially explosive backfire on what's going on in your mind to create the things that you wanted to create. Very harsh thoughts, thinking, not having positive affirmation outlooks. So may cause you to get more desperate, which would not be good. It would just be more reminiscence of the same old stuff. So we need to possibly change all that. Gemini, physically, 10 of Wands, overburdened, carrying too much, having a hard time making it up or the mountain to where you're going, wanting to quit, going around and be like, that's it, I'm done. You're almost there though, so physically, this could be you need to take a break, relax, chill, or you're lifting it. You did chill, you relaxed already, and you're picking it back up, moving forward now, and continuing on your path. That would be the positive aspect. So try to make sure you're continuing on that harsh journey you may be enduring. Alright, socially, 9 of Wands, protection, barriers, boundaries, but they might be a little too fierce. You might be a little harsh or a little mean with the way you're perceiving things from your intellectual and spiritual potential discouragements and experiences, broken arm there, having a hard time trusting others, not letting anyone in, or this is you just having a good boundary with letting the right people in, figuring out who to let in, who not to let in, keeping those at bay that need to stay at bay, and those who want to barter or trade or assist or be part of the team. And all right, the Chariot, smooth sailing. Things, if everything's positive, great. Things are moving on. You're being aware. You're aware of where you're going and what is on the path ahead. Making sure you don't run over something or break your chariot in some way with what you're emotionally trying to participate in. Or this could be the chariot is trying to. The chariot is your willpower. You're trying to force things. You're just like running full speed ahead, not paying attention to where you're going. So emotions are either supportive, you're having balance, you're aware of them, you're doing the emotional work, or you're not, and your emotions are running you, and you're not thinking clearly. You're having, because you may be having the magician issues of not feeling like you're manifesting, or things that you work on aren't working out for you, with the spiritual issues as well. Responsibility, come free, promotes regeneration, structure, karma clearing, and accepting responsibility. Citrine, like the sun that it resembles, energizes, cleanses, and regenerates. It is all too easy and disempowering to blame others, society, or bad luck for our problems. Take back your power, recreate and reestablish your inner structure by removing what no longer serves or hinders you. Put your own house in order, neat and tidy, making space to expand in ways that benefit you and the world around you. I take responsibility for my actions and my life. I learn from my mistakes. I release behaviors and ideas that hinder me. I continually improve myself. Shut the door. Chameleon, change. Change is a natural part of life, so resistance is futile. Ride the energies of change and know where you are going. Then fear will lessen. It is not always wise to just blend in with everyone else. Flexibility in mind and body is advantageous. Do not take too long to make your decision. The mythos. The Bantu people of South Africa speak of the way of the chameleon was sent by God, the oldest of ancestors. The father of all gods decided to send the people a message about death. He had created man and had decided the eternal life for humans was a good idea. He sent the chameleon to spread the word. The chameleon, though, was a cautious and careful animal that liked to take its time. He was also a hungry creature who needed to stop for food quite often. With all the stopping and changing color to be careful in eating, progress was slow. In the meantime, God took a closer look at man. He saw him overly interfering with nature and saw too much fire and smoke, and so became displeased. He decided to send a lizard this time to spread the word that men would die instead of living forever. God thought that he would see who won this race of messages, and if it was the lizard, then men would die. Speedy Lizard won. Chameleons are endemic to Africa, Southeast Asia, and Southern Europe, with almost half of all species found in Madagascar. They range in size and shape, with some having facial ornamentation and horns. Their feet and toes are highly specialized to be able to hold securely to small branches and twigs, and they have large, long claws on each toe to facilitate climbing. Because of this foot shape, they have a distinct way of walking. Very noticeably, they have eyes that are unlike those of any other reptile. Their top and bottom eyelids are fused, with only a small space for the pupil. The eye itself can pivot and flex in all directions, independently of the other eye, giving the chameleon stereoscopic vision of a full 360 degrees, which is great for finding prey and for detecting predators. They have a muscular tongue that is able to be extended and be explosively released to capture prey. Perhaps the most famous adaptation of a particular chameleon species is the ability to change skin color, which they do to blend into their background and also to thermoregulate their temperature. Recent research indicates that some species have bones that glow under ultraviolet light, which is believed to be a signaling device between potential partners for sexual selection. Chameleon magic is one of the flexibility and coping with change. Call upon the magic of this creature when you wish to have successful change in challenging circumstances, and when you wish to know everything you can about a situation prior to moving forward. Symbology: curled tail, specialized eye, lizard and chameleon side by side, rainbow colors. Change. It is time for something new, and what is coming is the very thing you need. What area of your life is in need of change? So, chameleon also was talking about change. Maybe there's a change of responsibility, or a change of how you perceive responsibility, or a change of not having responsibility and now doing responsibility, or being irresponsible and now being responsible. With your own King of Cups, here spiritually, will help if you have a balanced King of Cups perspective with spirituality. It's either full or it's empty. Magician. Magician can't alchemize if he's not believing in what he's doing, if he doesn't have his head on straight, if he's not thinking straight, if he doesn't have the logical mind and faith in what he's doing. Maybe there's a overburning weight here for your physical realm. Or maybe it's time to take a break and realize, okay, I'll work and no play causes my blockages. And also social connections may be affected as well due to all this, and the not taking the time out to see how you may be putting out spiky or fierce or piercing connections instead of nice, subtle, loving connections, with the chariot running all over, going crazy and causing destruction, or potentially causing your own devastation. So we need to make sure we're in alignment with the new change that's coming. And that was your reading, Gemini, for May of 2022. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next month.